Alrighty, welcome back to another edition of Achievement College. This is part 2 of my walkthrough of What Remains of Edith Finch. And of course, this is Aussie Gamer 17. Alright, here we are. We've just finished the story of Calvin and his tragic end. So we're going to turn around from here and head back out the way we came. Don't forget to check
Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Part 1. Very, very strange family, I'm learning. Alright.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I do believe this will just be a 3-part series. Got through it all a lot quicker than I thought, so I'm just going to break it up into... It took me a lot longer the first time I played through, obviously. But I got to do this in... We've got it definitely under 2 hours. I think it's going to be close to an hour and a half. So 3 episodes and we'll be done. And now just we're going to head through this passageway. Lots of secret passages.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
There's a little hint there. I won't say anything more about it just yet. Alright, so this is Barbara's
I always thought
room.
of Barbara as a child star.
I'm going to do her story next.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Alright. And her story is...
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Told through this comic book. So we open it up. And first section, we're not going to be having to do much.
Ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up, a has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Okay.
She reached for the music box.
So now we are sort of controlling Barbara through the comic book.
And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Turn the key and then use it to open the door. Head down the stairs and here comes an achievement.
She found
Obviously it's a sort of missable.
Imagine the worst.
I'm going to use the crutch to hit off all the balls off the pool table. And you might be a little bit better at it than me, but it doesn't matter how many hits you take, just hit the balls off the table. Post a comment if you know an easier way. Obviously, it doesn't take me too long, but I think that went in one of the holes, so... Yeah, you'll see in this walkthrough I'm not that great with it, but there we go. And there's the sound and the achievement, another 100 Gamerscore. And that should be your 4th achievement if you're playing along and you want to check. We should have 4 achievements for 400 Gamerscore. Now head through this door where the bloody handprint is. Need to whack it with the crutch to open it up. And I got a little bit lost here.
The Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
It was really dark on my screen, but you just need to look for the punching bag, which was to the right after we come in, and head past it. So I'll notice it in a second. A bit longer than I thought even. There it is. Alright, so head past the punching bag and turn right, and then head for the fridge.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear!
And whack him. Whack him with the crutch. It's just Rick trying to be funny.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
Good, I was getting
She
sick of
threw
him already.
out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Now we are in control once again. Head down this hall here. You may recognise it from earlier in the game, although it's a different art style right now. Heading up the stairs. Roller skate come crashing down at us. Turn right. Now we have been in Walter's room once before, but it looks a little bit different now. Head into Walter's room and straight ahead to his bed.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
And you got to press right trigger again to push him off here. Kick him or whatever it was.
And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Alright, now we're going to crawl through a secret passage. Of course there's another way. Through here. And
She played her part beautifully.
this takes us into Molly's room. And we're going to sneak up behind the attacker by going out through Molly's bedroom door. Just walk up to him and hit him with the crutch. And now he falls into the railing, crashes through it, breaks it, and lands on the floor.
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Alright, now we're going to go make sure that he's dead or incapacitated or whatever. So down the stairs. Back this way.
The hookman
What?
had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Ding dong. Alright, now we'll go answer the door.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Ew. Yikes, eh?
That's what I call a real eerie tale.
I like that bit. He liked his own joke too. And that is the end of Barbara's story. There we go.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Okay, so we're getting through them here. What have we done? We've done 4, looks like. And there we go. So, heading out of here, we're going to go back out the way we came. So back in through this box and through the little passage.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
And what we're actually going to do is we've discovered how to get down into the basement. So we're going to do that in the present day now. Now, if you look at the railing there where the fella fell in the comic book, it's all been repaired. So a little bit of attention to detail there that the developers have gone into with this game. I've heard mixed reviews about this game. It's been out for a long time now. I'm just getting to it for the first time just now, basically. I mean, this is my second playthrough, but while I'm chatting away, we're just going to grab this, get the key out of the music box and use it to go down to the basement. I do love certain aspects of this game. I wouldn't call it a 10 or anything like that I've heard some people call it. It's good for something different. I'm in the middle of 2 big games at the moment. Red Dead Redemption 2 and Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This is definitely nothing like either of those. Good for a little bit of something different.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
I actually put it in and recorded the footage because I couldn't do any commentary for my other games that I was doing. That's why I decided to just play another game, and I'm adding this commentary in after the fact because there was a couple of days there where I couldn't record commentary. So we just followed the path, same path.
Mom once about where Walter had gone.
From Barbara's story, and we went to the fridge, and we've gone through a secret passage inside the fridge.
As far away as he could.
So Mum
There's
lied.
a pattern in all these stories.
Walter didn't leave. He was living down here the whole time.
Very far.
And now we're going to do Walter's story.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
So to start with, we're actually in control of Walter now. And it just replays the same part of a day. As you can see there on the calendar.
I settled into a routine.
It's
That's what kept me
1968.
sane.
And at 12 on the dot, that rumble
Having a
happens.
schedule. Living for today.
Walter
I
assumes
always
it's some
expect
sort
it
of
to be
monster.
dead tomorrow.
It's now 1976,
But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
and he does the same thing at the same time every day. And apparently he's hiding down here because of the family curse.
Even a monster
Everyone's
on
dying.
the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
So at this point, he's been down there for 8 years.
And then one day, everything just...
And now it's 2005. And as you notice, and Walter notices, no
Whatever
rumble.
that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of
March
waiting.
2005.
Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
All right, we're in control of Walter now, and we're going to leave. He decides he wants to leave. So you got to open up this hatch to the left of where we start. Climb down. All right, and just follow the path. It's very linear once again.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara. And Molly.
It's the start of
Calvin.
some very sad stories. You got to pick up this sledgehammer here to continue.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Yeah, some really sad stories from basically from here
I
on.
need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me.
I guess they've all been pretty sad. Calvin's was too, I guess.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
So for the first time in 30 years, he's making his way out.
Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
And that's the end of Walter. And that's his story done as well, guys. No missable achievements or achievements at all in Walter's
Walter died
story.
when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Very tragic ending. I will admit, as soon as I saw the train tracks the first time I played that, I was like, he's about to die.
I'm
He's
sure
going to
my
get hit
mom
by a
was trying
train.
to protect me.
And now, as Edith, we're going to go the same way. So down the hatch. And that rumbling that he heard at 12 every day was the train going over or under or wherever it was going.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
And that particular day, the train was a bit late.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Alright, so follow the train tracks
Now
again.
that there's only one of us left. Or maybe 2. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
Another hint.
and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
There's a little tribute to Walter there. Now head off to the left at the end of the tracks here.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
And we're
But I
heading
thought
out
you should know
to the
about your
cemetery.
and the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Alright, heading up these stairs.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness,
Okay,
any of it seems possible.
The achievement that we've been keeping an eye on for most of the game is for looking through 9 peepholes and 1 telescope. The 1 telescope
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
is coming up. It's not far away at all, so I'll show you where it is.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Well, when everyone's dying, that becomes the priority, doesn't it?
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
This is the pet cemetery here.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
What a horrible, thing to have on your property, really.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on.
That's
but
the statue of Odin up the top.
Never went away.
Alright, and here we go. A closer look is the achievement we're working towards, and the telescope is just past the big statue
She could see
down
it
on the cliff face
poking
here.
out of the water at low tide.
So walk up to it and use right trigger to interact with it, and then use left thumbstick to zoom all the way in on the old house.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Wait for that dialogue to finish and disappear, and then zoom back out, exit the telescope, and that'll count for that. So what have we got? Maybe 2 more peepholes to go, and then we'll have that achievement. Alright, now head back the way we came and take the left path this time.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was
Past some
just
more
trying
graves.
to do better.
Down this way.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along.
Now we're heading
For me
up
to
to
come
the
back
old
someday.
part of the house, or sorry, the
And find
higher part of the
everything out
house.
for myself.
I guess it's the added on parts of the house, really. It's where the big tree from earlier in the game where we were chasing the bird.
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
There we go. There's a big sort of twist in the story. We are pregnant. Now, when I get across here, I'm going to look down at my belly, which has actually been there the whole game, a little pregnant belly there. So yeah, we're playing as Edith Finch, and she's 22 weeks pregnant as she's come back to the house to find out about her family.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
And I think it's time for Sam's story. Is that the next one? I do
They were
believe.
both pretty intense.
Head in and around to the left here. This story is told through a series of photographs, and we're going to be in control of the camera, or be taking some photos with the camera. There is a missable achievement in here. When I say missable with all these, they're all gettable with mission select. But if you want to get it in one playthrough, you'll need
I promise
to follow along.
This weekend.
Yes, sir.
First photo
These
is
memories are going to last a lifetime.
of Dawn, Edith's mother. You have to get her in the right focus.
Am I gonna?
Perfect.
Alright, and now it's time for
It's gonna rain
the
the
achievement. We have to
whole
take a
weekend,
picture of a
doesn't it?
rabbit. You can see Dawn over there, but if you head across to your right, look at this sign, and under the sign is the rabbit. And again, you have to get the
You just
focus
take
right,
the damn
like
picture.
that.
Hey,
And once the rabbit runs
Language.
away, the achievement should pop. So we'll just wait. There it is. Another 100 Gamerscore, and that will be achievement number 5. So you should have 500 Gamerscore now. Halfway in terms of achievements, but we're probably
Never forget this
further
weekend,
than
Dad.
halfway through the game
that's
now.
this. Okay, got it.
So
gonna
that's
take
the
some
next
pictures,
picture of
okay?
Dawn
Just be
reading
careful.
there.
The camera's older than you are.
Now, there's going to be... I just was playing around, taking a few snaps here. You don't need a picture of that bird. If you look
You're
down
right,
here,
Dad, it's
you'll
starting to
see
clear up.
Sam
Still
He's-
freezing though.
relieving himself.
Hey,
Take a picture of
That's
that.
a keeper.
These are the pictures that move the story on. Now, if we head up, I think it's
I'm
up to
just
our
saying,
right,
I'm not always going to be here. Don.
and look
You'll
for
need to remember this stuff.
a deer in the
if you wanna
background,
survive.
Dad,
and
Right,
get a
John.
photo of that. There we go.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture. of
Now I believe we are Sam controlling the camera.
I
I need a picture of Dawn.
it. Let me get behind you.
As long as you get the focus right, you only need one of each.
do this.
Now we need the deer again, and
Great shot, Don.
Dawn took the shot. Now we need to take a photo, or at least have the camera focused on Dawn up there.
I'm
And
proud of
now
you, Don.
we're actually in
Always
control
remember that,
of
okay?
Sam. We're controlling Sam to head up there. He wants to take a photo with Dawn and the deer.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad!
And that's the end of Sam. What a tragic, tragic family. Oh, and there's the bell, guys. That's it for another edition of Achievement College. Join me next time as
Of
we
all these
continue
stories,
what
that's the
becomes
one I
of
wish
Edith
most that my
Finch.
mom had told
Thanks
me.
again. If you're enjoying it and following along, please remember to give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you all next time.